The Attorney General of Montana, Austin Knudsen, joins me now. Your Honor, I know you've been pushing for a TikTok ban in your state. Can you tell me in what way TikTok or other social media preys on children?
Absolutely, Stuart. So TikTok in particular harvests an enormous amount of personal data, not just from children, but I mean, specifically, we should be worried about our children. It's harvesting facial recognition data. It's harvesting all of their keystrokes, all their logins on the phone, other apps. But we know that the algorithms are specifically targeting children because children are more apt to go down the rabbit hole and spend more time on these applications. That means revenue, advertising revenue for these platforms, and that's what they want. So they're specifically targeting children for sure.
Am I right in saying that you want to open up the algorithms that social platforms use? And they do not want you to do that because that's their whole secret operation. Is that the battle, opening up algorithms or not?
Well, that's certainly part of it. I mean, that's part of our discussion. The other part of this discussion is we want to know what's being done with this data. They all collect private data, but TikTok in particular is collecting huge amounts of personal data, and that's going overseas to a Chinese-owned company, and that's a real national security concern. What are they doing with that data? What happens when and if China, the Chinese Communist government comes to that company and says, you will give us that data, because under China law, they have to turn it over, and that's a real concern, Stuart.
Yes, it is. But you want a total ban on TikTok. Is that correct, sir?
In the state of Montana, we do. We've done enough investigations into TikTok. That's the one that really stands out. We had a lot of spying going on in the state with a quote unquote weather balloon that ended up being a Chinese spy operation. People here are quite upset about this, and we do think that a ban on TikTok is the right way to go.